three of the Coach Prime era has started at Colorado. And I would think by now that we know how this goes, right? Yes, we're excited about the season. We made some predictions. I'm going to make a bold prediction. I'm going to revise my prediction now that I have an idea of who's on the team and will likely be on the team. Um, the college football game, the ratings for 26 came out, and it left people feeling like confused, right? And I felt like, just like the game, underestimated and didn't even consider a lot of our players. The media is doing the same thing. The media has given a prediction for Colorado's win loss at 6 games. Colorado is expected to be ranked, if I'm not mistaken, 10th or 11th in the Big 12. 10th or 11th in the Big 12. Let me say that one more time. Colorado, who went 9-4 last year, is expected to be ranked number 10 or 11 in the Big 12. Now, here's the interesting factor about this, right? The media is saying that our team was decimated. We lost so many players. We lost Travis, we lost Shedeur, and just with the dynamic duo being gone, they feel like, Colorado won't be able to rebuild and be a winning team. So it's like we have to start over from the beginning. But get this, 2025, we're predicted 6-6. Guess what we were predicted win loss in 2024 with Travis, with Shedeur? The same thing. In fact, it went down a little bit depending on who you ask to 5-7. And I'm like, what the hell are y'all looking at? I'm like, first of all, you said we were going 6-6 with Travis and Shedeur. And now that Travis and Shedeur are gone, you giving us the same win or loss when we had the dynamic duo, when we had an elite wide receiver core, when we actually went 9-4. And I was like, you got to remember, these people just don't want to see Coach Prime win. I mean, that's really what it is. And in addition, I heard somebody say, is the hype dead with Colorado? Here's the thing. It was never hype. Going 3-0 was not a fluke. Some people got together and decided, oh, we can't let this continue. And the team was sabotaged from within, but nobody wants to talk about that. Right? And you know what? Nobody else wants to talk about how Colorado, with the dynamic duo, Travis and Shedeur, predicted to go 6-6 with them, even though we went 9-4, or predicted to have the same record without them. Now, how does that work? How does that work? How is it that we got the same record we have last year? So that means Travis nor Shedeur were a factor. Travis won the Heisman. And then there's Jackson State. Yeah, I'm wearing my Jackson State t-shirt. In addition to wearing a Jackson State t-shirt, I got a video right here of me at Jackson State. Right? And the whole purpose of me sharing this video is because I was already thinking about the good old days, Jackson State, how we just went to the games and we just had fun. And yeah, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't exhausted either. It wasn't exhausted either, like it is now, right? The team being undervalued and underranked year after year, being sabotaged. It's year 3, and the same script is being played. We're being pushed down further than we were before, but yet we're predicted to have the same win-loss record with Travis and Shedeur, both Heisman candidates, both top 10 Heisman candidates, top 5, depending on who you ask. And then when they want to explain this year, even though they gave us 6-6 with Travis and Shedeur last year, guess what the reason is? Oh, well, they lost Travis and Shedeur. Well, damn. When we had Travis and Shedeur, we were giving a 6-6. Without them, we're 5-7 or 6-6. And get this, right? They don't even look at the fact that Coach Prime transformed Jackson State too. They want to start with 2023. No. See, Coach Prime's coaching record involves Jackson State, but the media don't want to take into account that 2023 was the only bad year. Yes, it was. 2023 was the only bad year on Coach Prime's record because at Jackson State in 2021, he was 11-2. And then in 2022, he was 12-1. So he improved by 1 game. How many years did Travis Hunter play at Jackson State? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. So, what I'm pointing out is that Coach Prime at Jackson State in 2021 won the SWAC. They went 11-2. Travis Hunter was still in high school. And when Travis Hunter joined them in 2022, the only year he played at Jackson State, they went 12-1. They improved by one game. Not that much of a difference. So there's two winning seasons right there. I don't know if they count the COVID year because 2020 got interrupted. So the only bad year took place at Colorado after they went 3-0. Suddenly the O-line couldn't do what they needed to do after they went 3-0. See, they proved themselves at 3-0. We knew we had an O-line at 3-0, but suddenly things changed. And we know what happened there, right? They don't talk about that. So the reality is, and I'm gonna just make a bold prediction here. We could actually go 12-0. I think I said 11-1, maybe losing to Arizona State. But I don't know. I think we might win that game. I think we might win the Arizona State game. You let me know your thoughts. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I just want Colorado fans, don't get yourself in a tizzy when you start hearing all these crazy predictions the same as last year. Even with Travis and Shedeur, and then we're gonna lose without Travis and Shedeur, but we weren't gonna win with them. Jackson State totally overlooked. Travis only played 1 of the 2 years. The point is, regardless of who's on the roster, Coach Prime is a winning coach unless people start meddling. Unless people start meddling. I was watching the Kansas State highlights popped up because ESPN put out highlights for Colorado's season last football season, right? They decided to put that out today, I guess because it's media day. And I was listening to them talk about we should have won the Kansas game. And somebody announced to say we lost the Kansas game because Travis was out. I'm like, excuse me? We lost the game because of pass interference that was or was not called. I forget which one it was. We got cheated in that game. Coach Prime is a winning coach unless people start meddling. And even in year 2, they meddled. But Coach Prime knew we have to be up by more than one touchdown. We can't be close. And that's what happened to us. We didn't realize that in the Kansas game, but we realized it after that. And we always try to make it be a sizable difference. Now, Kaidon Salter is not just a dual threat quarterback with deep ball accuracy. They expect Kaidon to be the number 1 rushing quarterback in the Big 12. And we're going to win 6 games. You see how it don't make sense? We're going to win 5 games without Travis and Shedeur. You see how it don't make sense? It's like they're not considering who Kaidon is. They're not considering that Travis did not play for Jackson State when they went 11-2. They're not considering that it doesn't matter who's on the roster. Coach Prime develops players. They're not considering his track record going back to Jackson State. They want to hang on to year 1 as long as possible without talking about meddling and sabotage. If you look at his entire track record, you can see that something happened in year 1. And it wasn't incompetence. You can see that there was some meddling somewhere because you don't go 3-0, predicted to lose every last one of them games, and you win. And your first game out the gate with TCU, you blow it out the water. And they said HBCU kids couldn't do it. So see, in year 1, they said they couldn't do it because they came from an HBCU. In year 2, with Travis and Shedeur, they said we're going 6-6. In year 3, without Travis and Shedeur, we're going 6-6. So that ought to tell you we probably going better than 9-4. I noticed analysts tiptoeing around Kaidon taking liberty to an undefeated season because I think that's what's getting ready to happen in Colorado. Thank you for watching What She Said Sports. Be sure to join our daily live stream and listen up to What She Said Sports on the go on Spotify. Thank you for watching What She Said Sports. Stay for another video.